Hey there, my YouTube friends and family. I decided to do a garden vlog today. It's a beautiful day out. It's about 49 degrees and everything is coming up. It's interesting how being just 45 minutes north of the city can make things happen at a much slower pace, or just at a different pace. I won't say it's slower, it's just on its own time, right? So I've been spending the day earlier binge watching like how to garden videos, which is nice. I mean, I learned a lot, but that's not going to get the work done, is it? Although for me, that's a way that I know I'm getting like closer to actually doing something. And somehow watching the videos and talking more and more about it makes it more normalized, and I don't feel quite so intimidated when I get ready to actually boss up out there and do the thing. So anyway, we're gonna do a little garden vlog. These are helpful to me. Now, you could keep a notebook or a journal or a photo album, just something to make notes of what happens each season and over the years. It has been really valuable for me to do these videos. It's helped me learn the land a lot more and pay attention to what's going on. So that's why I do my garden vlogs. So let's go out here and see what's popping. So this, you can see, is where the echinacea was growing last year, and I need to cut these back. This is like a butterfly garden. It could be definitely more enhanced by more pollinator plants. But as you can see down here, if we go down to the base, we see that the echinacea is starting to come up. So I'm gonna go through and trim down all these old plants. And yeah, there she is, echinacea. So we're going to take a walk down here. This is what I like to call cedar row, because these are all cedar trees. And we're going to walk on down here and check on the baby nettles. See how they're doing. Okay, here are the baby nettles. They are popping on up here. I'm thinking they must be happy with their location. They're looking really good. So I don't know if I'm gonna harvest from these this year or just let them continue to establish themselves. But yeah, they're doing really good. Hey, baby nettle. So this is over near the pond, and this tree has obviously fallen down, and we're gonna have to move that out of the way. I'm waiting until I have some help, which will be in a few days. It's gonna be awesome. And oh, I already see, looking down here in the water, a lot of little things darting around, which are tadpoles, I think. When it gets warmer, this area will be teeming with tadpoles. Yeah, so that tree just snapped off. It was obviously dead to start with, but yeah, how'd that happen? I don't know. So we'll have to get that moved out the way. Yeah. Because this is a nice little pathway going through along the side of the pond. This here is a little garlic mustard plant, which is interesting because I have never found garlic mustard on the property before. It's always been off the property. I did gather some from another location, and I can share with you the delicious garlic mustard chimichurri that I made with it, but this is the first time seeing garlic mustard here. I don't think I'm gonna let that stay there, but interesting. This is what could be another pathway to the pond, and to the camping site that I hope to have soon. But now is a good time to clear all this stuff out. So we're gonna try to clear this whole area of these little trees and mow. And this is the elderberry tree that I planted last year. Really looking forward to watching her grow, and it's leafing out a little bit here, so you know, we'll see. I will keep you posted. We'll see how she does. So here what we have are, these were golden raspberries, and I would love for them to flourish. So now is the time for me to come in and clear out this mess that's around them. They have really started to take a foothold over here in the garden area, so I'm thinking maybe I will leave the ones that are in the garden area and just clean up those out here, I guess. I don't know. I need to really make sure the weeds don't choke these out again this year, because they're golden raspberries and they are delish. This is cleavers, a great lymphatic herb, which I've made a video about before. So if you want to see that, there's a video on how to make cleavers tincture, which is the same as any tincture really, but I think I'll harvest some of this today because it'll soon go to flower, because it's been out for a while now. The violets are finally popping up, and there's usually a good little patch of violets here, so I'll probably start harvesting some of these. The leaves, the young leaves, are edible and tender in salads, and the flowers are edible as well. You can make a nice tea. It's a good, gentle, cold medicine, good for children because it's really gentle. So yeah, we'll see if we can't gather some violets today. So this is the garden area, and it needs quite a bit of work to bring it back to plantable, but I don't need a garden this big. I mean, I'm hoping that this will be where I grow herbs that can be sold, you know, from, or, you know, some really, really larger scale medicine making. Since I've been watching my videos, I do know that that right there is a good trellis for growing some beans or whatever just needs to trellis up here. This will be great. And we're going to turn all this over. I'm going to try turning it over, covering part of it with a ground cover to see if we can't get rid of some of these weeds. We have some tomato cages over there that we can use. We have some tomato cages here that we can use. So yeah, we're gonna do a little something with this year, even if it's just a little something, right? Here we have comfrey starting to come up, and I always have a lot of comfrey each year, so I'm gonna try to do a better job this year of harvesting it and drying it and turning it into salves. Lots of motherwort popping up. Do not need this much motherwort, so we're gonna have to make a lot of medicine out of that as well. And the ever-present creeping Charlie, which is everywhere. One goal this year is going to be to get this fence back up. So I need to go and buy some of these here zip ties, heavy duty zip ties, and slowly pull this back up. Pull it back up and secure it around these posts So that's going to be a goal. It has to happen all the way around. Get that done. I think I did it on that side last year or the year before. The peppermint is coming up already. Now last year I had a problem with this area. Everything got some sort of a rust or blight on it, and I cut it all back. Some of it came back that year, but I'm going to really pay attention to it this year to see how it does after cutting it all back last year. These look like some really good, strong, healthy plants too. So hopefully we'll get some nice peppermint growing. Now I'm going to pay attention to this too, because it seems like it's going to be a really good year for yarrow. I mean, this is a lot of yarrow happening over here. Now last year it did not bloom though. It just grew a little bit. So we'll see. I mean, at least I think it's yarrow. We'll see. We'll pay attention to that. And this here is Solomon's seal. It is popping up. There's a lot of it. It's all over this area. I have never harvested it yet. I might harvest some roots this year. But yep, this is Solomon's seal. As you can see, a nice array all around the stump of this tree, or former tree. It really loves this area too, because every year it just keeps a coming back. Good medicine right here. Good for your musculoskeletal system. This here is a mullein that, I mean, it looks almost ready to harvest. You know, I mean, it might be a second year mullein, but I'll probably gather some of these leaves up and start making medicine with these, because again, that's another thing I'm seeing a lot of this year is mullein. So here we are in the front yard. You can see these wildly overgrown raspberries and black raspberries, and what I am doing now is digging out the plants. I trimmed them at first, thinking I was gonna let them be a bush, but I still have way too many. So we are digging these out, and believe it or not, they are actually, the soil is really tender and nice to dig in. Uh-oh. Do I even have you in the picture? Here it is. It's really easy to get these out. So I am working my way through a little pile of raspberries right now. So I've got a little patch cleared here, as you can see. Well, this is the pile of stuff that I cleared away. And I believe this is Dame's rocket down here, which, since I'm not sure of, I'm not going to go eating these leaves right now. But hopefully they sprout into the beautiful, fragrant purple flowers that used to be here. And yeah, I think those might be Dane's rocket. So, Dame's rocket. Why do I keep saying Dane? Dane. All right, well, I'm going to keep plugging away at this patch here. It'll probably take me literally a few years to get this under control in the way I envision it could be. But, you know, we're getting there. Okay, well, I have done quite a bit of clearing here, and it may seem like double work to trim this down first and then go back and clear out the plants, but it helps me see what's here, and it makes it easier to see where the plant begins at the bottom. And you know, if I want to keep them, they're at bush height. And also it helps the plants that are growing between them get some light in the meantime if I don't get to it all today, which I'm not. It is almost smoothie time. But there's my big pile of brush that I've been accumulating. And it's clearing out here. Woohoo! So in honor of all those berry bushes that I just got finished taking down, I still have frozen black raspberries that I gathered from the yard last year. So we're gonna make a banana black raspberry smoothie to chill out this wonderful day. Okay, so that was quite a workout today. I made a banana blackberry smoothie to celebrate my work. Something very satisfying about clearing all that stuff today, you know? Just making way for new stuff to happen. So yeah, I will see you at the next video. And as always, I hope you're having a wonderful day or night. All right, peace.